My name is Susannah Muir and I am the Eastern Area Rep for the Exmoor Pony Society and Show Affiliation Secretary. I live in North Essex. I've been involved with Exmoor Ponies for around 25 years. We got our first pony 25 years ago, and it was a little pony called Fritherston Chickadee that really introduced us to the breed. When I was due to go away to university, my mum decided that she would like to have a pony that she could take showing and do something with. We'd been involved with showing for quite a while, and we'd also had rare breed sheep, so we liked the sort of rare breed side of things. So we looked into the various rare breed ponies and decided that Exmoor Ponies was the way to go. We'd been to the East of England show and saw a class there of Exmoors, and got talking to a few people who we are still, very friendly with now. And we were invited along to one of the area events, which was held at Nettershall Heath in Suffolk. And it was there really that we got to know people and saw the fun that could be had with ponies. The cider trot is the one that sticks to mind really. Lots of people running around or riding ponies as fast as they could around a set of bales, trying not to spill their pint of cider so they could drink it afterwards. And it was there that I was asked if I'd like to have a go on an Exmoor, and I had my first ride. So my favourite thing with my Exmoor ponies, and the thing I like to do, is actually going out hacking. I love going out hacking around the countryside and just spending a bit of time with them, and also sort of going out socially with my friends and showing what an Exmoor can do. Hacking out with a 15-2 hunter, and he keeps up with them. But yeah, those are the sorts of things I really enjoy doing with them. My other favourite thing about having Exmoor ponies is actually the people that come with them and the experiences I've had linked around Exmoors and being an Exmoor owner, and since being involved in the world of Exmoors. We've been to weddings of people we've met through Exmoors. We've been to birthday parties of people we've met purely through Exmoors. I would call some of my best friends people I've purely met through owning an Exmoor that I wouldn't have met otherwise. Going to shows and meeting up with the other owners, and it's always, hi, how have you been, and helping each other out. I'd have to say that the people involved in Exmoors are some of the best people that I've met. There are two photos that I love of me and my Exmoor ponies, and one of those is this photo, where I've got 5 of them together in our menage, and it's just a lovely photo of shows all the ponies I've got, the different types of ponies I've got, and it just reminds me of those that I've been given to produce over the years, or I've bought and ridden, and the time I've spent with ponies. The second photo is this one, and this was just after I'd finished competing a challenge that I did last year. I set myself a challenge to raise funds for the Essex Air Ambulance and the Exmoor Pony Society and the Teenage Cancer Trust, and I rode 100 miles on the ponies, I rode 100 miles on a bike, and I walked 100 miles to raise money, and this photo was taken afterwards with Moss and Edgar, which were the 2 ponies that I completed that challenge on. When asked what my favourite thing about Exmoor ponies, I'd have to say it's their personalities. They're all different, and they like to provide you with a challenge. I am a secondary school teacher, and I do like to have a challenge, and I find that an Exmoor pony will give you back just as much as you give them. The time that you put into them, they will return to you. I've had many different ponies. I love working with youngsters and bringing them on and seeing how they can change and develop. The other thing I love about the Exmoor pony is their breed characteristics. I love the fact that every part of the pony is there for a reason. You can look at the eye and you can see the toad eye, the fleshy part over the top, and you know why it's there. It's there to drive the rain away. I like the fact that, you know, the tail is set in a certain way, the hooves are a certain way, the muzzle is a certain shape, so that it's a reason for living on Exmoor, and that's why they're the way they are. So do I have a favourite Exmoor pony? Well, I can't really say with these two stood behind me. I hope they're not listening. But Fritherston Chickadee was our first Exmoor, and she's the reason we got into the ponies. Fritherston Chiff Chaff taught me everything there was to know about Exmoors and what you can and can't do without their permission. Three Shires Arminda was a very important pony to me. She took me to the dizzy heights of some big county shows and championships and those sorts of things. And then I got Three Shires Dixon, who is one of these two behind me here, and he has always been a challenge. He is quite nervous, but he's a one-person pony, and we have been and done some amazing things. We've done affiliated endurance, we've done cross-country, we've done one-day events, we've done dressage, and it's really him that built my love for Exmoors and the relationship that you have to build for them. Embarrassing moments with Exmoors. I'm pleased to say that there haven't actually been many, and I struggled to find something, but then I remembered one of the first times we went to the Midlands area breed show, and we had Fritherston Chickadee on the lorry. She was still quite wild, and we got there all ready and prepared, and we opened up the ramp, and she'd untied herself, and she ran off around the showground having a wonderful time. And she soon stopped because she suddenly realised that every other pony there was an Exmoor. And when she realised they were all Exmoors, she just trotted up to them and stood still. So we were actually able to catch her quite easily. The other moment was I had taken Three Shires Dixon on an endurance ride, and we were just going up for the pre-vetting to have him checked, and all of a sudden he is dancing around on the end of the rope, screaming his head off, couldn't work out why. Turn round, and there amongst all these endurance Arabs is another Exmoor pony. And Dax was there, and Moss decided that he could now not possibly look at a vet, reduce his heart rate or anything. The vet gave up and just said, you'd better just go, because, you know, he's going without you otherwise. So those are two moments that really stick in my mind with Exmoors. One of my proudest moments with Exmoor ponies has to be when I took Three Shires Dixon down to the breed show at Exford. We've always referred to these as our Essex Exmoors, and you know, it is a 5-hour journey down there, sometimes more. And we went down, and I was just so proud to be called forward as reserve champion in hand with Moss amongst all those beautiful ponies down there. But it's not always about the showing. The other thing that I've loved doing is we are involved with the Rare Breed Society, and we take the ponies to the Suffolk show and the Norfolk show to go on the Rare Breed Society stand. And it is lovely to have all those people come up and talk to you about the ponies and want to learn about the ponies. And as I said earlier, Moss, Three Shires Dixon, is a bit of a nervous pony, but he will stand in there in a pen, in a huge tent with cows next to him and goats next to him, and he will let all sorts of people touch and stroke and pat him. And then he has to go out and walk around an arena, usually surrounded by huge amounts of school children, and it just makes me really proud to have all those children asking questions and him stand there and be a real ambassador for the breed. So the moment I realised that Exmoors weren't something I liked anymore, they were something I loved, was when you kind of stop thinking about other breeds and other types of horse. Oh, I'd like to go hunting, I need a hunter. No, I'll just do that on my Exmoor. Or I'd like to go show jumping, I need something that can jump. Oh, I can do that on my Exmoor as well. I fancy going and doing some dressage. Yeah, I can do that on my Exmoor as well. Shall we go and do some endurance? Yeah, my Exmoor will do that. And it's that moment when you realise that you love them because they do everything you want them to do. You don't need anything else. You can do everything you want to do with an Exmoor pony. I was asked if there was anybody who had inspired me through my journey with Exmoor ponies. The first person would have to be my mother, Margaret Webb. She has been my rock through ponies. She's been there through thick and thin. She holds ponies, she grooms ponies, she helps me get on, she helps me get off. She takes all the things that I forget, and she makes the best picnic lunches when we go out to shows. And it's something we've done through our whole career with ponies, is we've done everything together. The second person is Liz Barker from the Three Shires Stud. I met Liz many years ago when I started with the ponies, and she has become a great friend. And over the years I have bought ponies from her, she has given me ponies, and we've spent a lot of time at shows together showing ponies with her, and we've become great friends and family friends as well. We attend a lot of events together, but her enthusiasm and love for the ponies and the way she talks about Exmoor ponies is something that I would love to become as my journey with Exmoors continues.